Hi there, I'm Scotty, owner and founder of Slow Living Solutions, and welcome to our free training on how to turn your busy life into a more meaningful one. If you're here, you most likely saw this headline and it resonated with you. So I encourage you to take out a notebook and a pen and take some in depth notes on incorporating the process of slow living practices into your busy, possibly even hectic lifestyle. First, let's talk about who this training is for. If you find yourself constantly overwhelmed or burnt out by your job, your business, or maybe it's a combination of roles that you play for other people, you've come to the right place. Slow Living Solutions clients are the high achievers that struggle with having too many commitments, never having time to take care of themselves, and have done all of the things that they thought they were supposed to do to be happy, and yet still haven't achieved that reality. If you are looking to step off the proverbial hamster wheel and reclaim a healthy work life balance, this training is for you. The truth is that we have not been set up to succeed at balancing our life commitments with our life pleasures. Somehow we always come up just a little bit short of success in one area or another. So, our goals for this training are for you to be able to build intentionality into how you use your time and identify your highest priorities. We're going to learn how to ensure your needs are met each day and how to stay focused on what's within your control. You'll be empowered to create safe spaces and live your core values with like minded friends. We want you to walk away with the confidence that the life you want is within your power to create, and the things in your life that don't serve you are within your power to change. One of the challenges I've seen my clients overcome using their slow living solution is setting impossible standards for themselves. They've developed the ability to put the appropriate amount of effort into the task at hand. Others stopped putting their needs backseat to everyone else's and started building routines that prioritize their needs. Instead of not asking for help, some clients have learned to delegate tasks better suited for someone else. Rather than taking on too much responsibility, they now focus on where they can make the most impact. If they feared what other people may think, they have grown to find that their authenticity attracts more meaningful connections with others. The thing that I see as a lifestyle consultant time and again is that people either lack a vision for themselves, have not fully articulated their vision for themselves, or even if they have, they struggle with building the strategies to achieve that vision. Today, I'm going to take you through our four-phased psychology-based approach to creating and executing a personalized plan towards the vision you have for your life. In today's training, we're going to go over why so many people struggle with how to create a fulfilling life. You'll learn the Slow Living Solutions method for achieving personal transformation and the exact strategy that we use for helping you create a more meaningful and intentional life. And finally, we'll review common questions that I receive from prospective clients, such as yourself, to help you determine if a slow living solution is right for you. But let me start by sharing with you my own slow living solution. I spent 15 years of my career doing all the things I thought I was supposed to do to make me happy. I had a coveted education, a stable career that paid well. I lived in a glamorous city. I was in a long term relationship. On paper, I was the definition of success. But then my dad was diagnosed with cancer and passed 5 months later. I just want to stop here and say that you may have never experienced this specifically, but you have experienced adversity. And adversity is the greatest equalizer and the greatest teacher. Corporate didn't care that I was taking care of a terminally ill parent. Washington, D.C. didn't care that it's one of the hardest places to make friends or afford to live. No one cared about the burnout that I was experiencing, even though I was paid well. All the external validation wasn't providing my life with greater meaning, and I saw that I didn't want to get to the end of my life and feel unfulfilled. I had to stop and think about what my core values really were. I care about being healthy, mentally, physically, and emotionally. This meant I needed to start thinking differently about how I was living and where I was living. I wanted community. I wanted to invest in community, including small local businesses. I wanted to eat locally. I wanted to shop at a local farmer's market. I wanted a house that I could lay down roots in, meet neighbors, make friends, share a meaningful life with someone. And so that's what I did. I scraped the money together and bought a little blue farmhouse in a town of 25,000 people. And call it luck, call it strategy, the life I wanted has taken shape. Has it been hard? Yes. It has been um, hard, but extra rewarding. Uh, it's more of a slow living kind of life. Uh, while slow living is not a concept that may appeal to everyone, I do believe, though, that crafting the life that you want is. And that is what my business is here to help you do. But let's contextualize this with a case study of one of my clients. Nikki is an esthetician and single mom who was looking for a job change, a career transition, and a way to spend more time with her teenager during her final years at home. Nikki came to Slow Living Solutions because she felt that her life was spinning out of control. She felt so entangled in the business that she worked for that she couldn't see working for an alternative. She had a dream of going back to school, but she wasn't sure she could fit it in. With inconsistent work hours, managing extracurricular schedules, and trying to navigate a demanding relationship, Nikki was having trouble organizing her time to meet her own needs. Together, we identified Nikki's primary challenges, what she values the most, and what her priorities needed to be. After establishing her goals, we created an action plan that broke her big vision down into a sequenced, manageable set of tasks with a decision matrix for how to make trade offs when her priorities conflicted. Today, Nikki has taken on a leadership role in a holistic spa that aligns to her esthetician values. She's finishing a degree in herbalism to expand her professional practice. She's able to dedicate time to each week with her teenager and has manifested a more supportive, loving relationship with her partner. So I get it. From infancy, we begin modeling what we see, how jobs work, how relationships work, the value of education, what our family members deem to be of value. We aren't taught to ask ourselves, what is of value to me and how do I want to choose to live my life? We end up in patterns and always thinking about the next thing that's going to fill the happiness void that never seems to be achieved. Suddenly, jobs and children and money and commitments, etc., all start to get in the way of the life that we want because the life we were told was going to make us happy, that was supposed to make us happy, didn't. But it's much easier to dream about change or talk about change than it is to actually make change. Fear can be a driving force for staying in place, but so can not knowing where to start. And that's where we come in. We're here to help you move from feelings of anxiety, stress, burnout, fatigue, hopelessness to a solution and a life where you can feel relieved, organized, grounded, relaxed, restored, happier, and more focused. We work collaboratively with you through a four-phased approach. You first want to identify the unique challenge that you are facing and what your specific needs are around that challenge because every client is different. We don't have canned solutions. We customize each one with you and for you. We then work with you to identify what your core values are. These are like the foundation of a house. We live in our truth when we understand deeply what matters to us. Then we work to get clear on the vision of what a solution post-implementation looks like for you. And finally, we build and manage a roadmap from the challenge of today to the vision of the future that you have for yourself. We begin with an intake process to understand what you'd like to accomplish, the challenges you are experiencing, and how prepared you are to make changes to make your vision a reality.
What it takes to make your vision
With some
a reality.
clients, this includes a stress assessment to understand what your stressors are and how you are currently managing your stress.
and how you are currently
We begin with an
managing your
intake
stress.
process to understand what you'd like to. Then we work together to put language to what your core values are. This becomes an input into your identity map. If you are ready for a lifestyle transformation, we identify your 3 Ps: passion, power, and purpose. We then set intentions to align your effort and execution through behavioral processes. We then create an incremental action plan customized to your specific lifestyle goals. Finally, we establish personal check ins, weekly milestones, and journaling practices for both internal and external feedback. We focus on building sustainable habits and strategies that promote personal autonomy and self regulation to maintain your lifestyle goals beyond our consulting engagement. So, now that you've been through each phase of the slow living process, let's review one more time from the top. First, you need to define the personal challenge that you are currently facing. Next, you need to identify what your core values are and how your current challenge may be holding you back from fully living those values. Next, you need to clarify your vision for the future and the transformation that you need to achieve to manifest that future vision. Finally, you have to execute your action plan to living the life that you want. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But simple is never easy. If it were, you wouldn't be here watching this. You'd already be off living your best life. So the bad news first. The success you want is contingent upon your effort, which means that not only is achieving your dream life hard, but it's hard work. The good news is you don't have to do it alone, and you don't have to flounder to make it there. With Slow Living Solutions, you get hands-on help and sustainable strategies for getting from the life that you have today to the life that you want of the future. I'm sharing these testimonials with you because I want you to see that your dream life can become a reality too. Whether you need help organizing and prioritizing your time, or changing careers, or owning your own business, or you're trying to figure out what self-care or work-life balance looks like for you so that you can love the life you already are living, we've got you covered. When it comes to what our consulting engagements look like, I do get some common questions that I can answer and give you a better idea of what that experience might be. First, what kinds of personal challenges do you help with? We have 4 core concepts that we structure our engagements around: health, space, things, and career. We'll talk more about those in a second, but that nicely segues into question number 2. I want to start my own business as part of my dream life, but I don't know where to start. Is this still considered life crafting, and can you help with this? In fact, a huge portion of our clients are aspiring entrepreneurs who are juggling how to start their dream life while still working and taking care of their families. We make sure that you have a strong and fleshed out business concept and walk you through the step-by-step of all the preliminary logistics for setting up a business using a roadmap that accommodates your life commitments at the same time. But perhaps you are struggling with what your vision for yourself for the future entails. Third question I get asked is, do I have to know exactly what I want my future to look like to get started? The answer is no, but you do have to be ready and willing to find out. Through our first phases of understanding your challenge and your identifying your core values, we will work with you to build a personal identity map that gives you a sense of direction and helps you to navigate your options. Next, what if I struggle with making changes to my life? There's no 2 ways around this. We are here to help you sort through the overwhelm and create manageable steps towards change that can build your confidence in your ability to move your life forward in the direction that you want to go. We will be here as your accountability buddy, but we always recognize that part of our collaboration is your willingness to do the work. This is part of Slow Living Solutions' core values. We are the stewards of our own strategy, but we do offer both in-person and virtual options to best support you. Perhaps the most important question I'm asked, though, is where do I go to get started? This is where I want to invite you to join Slow Living Solutions. We provide you with structure, strategies, and tactics for conquering your life's biggest challenges. We help you overcome obstacles causing you stress, anxiety, overwhelm, or complacency to begin building a life that brings you joy, meaning, satisfaction, and happiness on your own terms. We use our 4-phase process mentioned earlier to help you structure a holistic path to physical well-being, creating a home that you want to live in, finding meaning in the material things that you keep, and building your career on a track that gives you more than it takes from you. So to get started, go to the link on the screen, www.slowlivingsolutions.com/get started. We will get in touch with you to schedule a Zoom call for your free discovery session. We look forward to solutioning with you soon.